The man who lived in our attic. This happened when I was 15, and I still don't sleep without background noise because of it. We had just moved into an older 2-story house on the outskirts of Ibadan. It wasn't abandoned or anything, just old, the kind of house with thick walls, high ceilings, and wooden doors that never shut quietly. My parents loved it. I didn't. From the first night, the house made noises that didn't sound like normal settling, not random creaks, patterns, footsteps, slow shifting sounds above my ceiling. My room was directly below the attic. At first, my dad said it was rats. Then he checked. No droppings, no nests, nothing. Still, every night around 3 a.m., I would hear movement up there. Not scratching, walking, heavy, deliberate footsteps. Night 3, I woke up to a loud thud directly above my bed. Not a small sound. Something heavy had been dropped. I stared at the ceiling, completely frozen, waiting for my parents to react. Nothing. The house was silent except for my heart pounding. Then came a slow dragging sound, like furniture being pulled across wood. I grabbed my phone and texted my mom. "Are you awake?" No reply. The dragging continued for about 10 seconds, then stopped abruptly. That's when I heard something that made my stomach drop. A faint cough. Not animal, human. The smell. The next day, I noticed a strange smell in the hallway near the attic ladder. Not rotten, not exactly bad, just stale, like damp clothes mixed with something sour. I told my mom. She said old houses smell, but the smell got stronger every day. The night everything changed. A week after we moved in, my parents went to a lake church program and told me to lock up and sleep. I did. Around 2:45 a.m., I woke up suddenly. Again, no loud noise, just that feeling. Then I heard something directly above me. Not walking, breathing, slow, heavy, and even breathing, as if someone was lying flat on the attic floor, right above my bed. I couldn't move. I couldn't even breathe properly. Then, 3 slow knocks from above. Knock, knock, knock. I whispered, "Hello." Instant regret, because the breathing stopped. Complete silence. Then, 3 knocks back, directly above where my head was. The ladder. I don't remember falling asleep, but I woke up again at dawn to a metallic clanging sound. I stepped into the hallway and froze. The attic ladder was down, fully extended. I knew for a fact it had been closed the night before. The attic opening looked like a black hole in the ceiling. Something about it felt wrong, like looking into a space that wasn't meant to be open. I didn't go up. I called my dad instead. What they found? When my parents came home, my dad climbed up with a flashlight. I waited below. At first, there was silence. Then I heard him say, "Why? Why is there a mattress up here?" My mom and I looked at each other. We didn't own an attic mattress. Then my dad said something I will never forget. "Someone's been living here." They called the police immediately. Evidence. The officers found a thin mattress, empty food wrappers, several water bottles, a bucket used as a toilet, old clothes, a flashlight, and a kitchen knife. But the worst part wasn't any of that. It was where the mattress was placed, directly above my bedroom, pressed flat into the insulation, as if someone had been lying there for hours at a time, listening, watching, waiting. The final detail. As the police were leaving, one officer, "Do you have a young son?" My mom said no. He held up something in an evidence bag, a small piece of paper, covered in messy handwriting. Over and over, the same sentence. "She talks in her sleep. She talks in her sleep. She talks in her sleep." I had a habit of mumbling when I dreamed, meaning whoever was up there had been listening to me at night for days, maybe weeks. We moved up 2 weeks later. The police never caught him, but the officer told my parents something quietly before leaving. He said intruders like that sometimes return, especially if they feel attached to the house. The last thing, on the final night before we moved, I slept in the living room with all the lights on. Around 4 a.m., I woke up to a faint sound from the hallway, a slow, familiar creak, like weight shifting on the attic ladder. I didn't look. I didn't move. I just closed my eyes and pretended to sleep until morning.